Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
You're a doctor, fix our schools! You're a doctor, fix our schools! You're a doctor, fix our schools! You're a doctor, fix our schools!
My contract is an adult issue. It is not a student issue, quite frankly.
But these teens say it is a student issue, and they wouldn't be silenced by the adults. Instead, they exercise their First Amendment rights, speaking out on a controversial new raise for the district superintendent. In January, the Missoula County Public School Board gave Alex Apostle a $20,000 raise, his third raise in 5 years, and a 29% increase in his base salary. Apostle will be making more than the superintendents of most Montana schools, including the superintendent of the largest school district in Montana, which is Billings, at $165,000. Students in the district are upset because the teachers they love have only received a 2.5% increase during Apostle's tenure. In addition, they have to work an extra 8 hours just to receive that raise. And it's not just teacher salaries these kids are concerned about.
I would say that when I was in the classroom, late winter to early spring, the supplies absolutely did start to dwindle. There was less construction paper, less glue, less pencils, fewer of all of those items were just not available. And it's always something teachers are needing. You might be doing a variety of
Former teacher and Missoula Education Association President Melanie Charlson says broken clocks, chairs, and printers, slow internet, and a lack of basic supplies such as pencils, crayons, and paper are a problem throughout the district. Students say these things are having a negative impact on their education. Senior Danielle Gornick decided it was time for the students to take action.
So I came up with the idea that it would be really cool to have this issue be brought forth by a different voice, and that voice I thought would be
Gornick
awesome.
And several other students started a district-wide petition online to pressure Apostle to reject the raise and save the district some money. They also launched a Facebook group and staged a protest before the school board meeting. Apostle requested an informal meeting with the students, but they refused, opting instead to take their concerns to the public forum. Teachers and district employees backed the students' efforts, with 96% of them voting no confidence in the school board. By the time they delivered the petition to the school board, nearly 2,000 people had signed it, and the students kicked off the public comment.
Is he really invested in my education? This is the question that prompted me to take action and organize these students to start this petition and let our voices be heard.
We do not believe Alex Apostle deserves this raise. For this reason, we created a petition. We ask that Dr. Apostle reject the raise and that Trustee Rabine and the MCPS School Board be reevaluated in the May school board election. If this does not happen, we as students are asking the Missoula community to see it through that Trustee Tony Rabine does not gain re-election to the school board in May.
It is these teachers. And so they're not asking for a pay raise. They're not asking for more money in their pockets. They're simply asking for your support, more so, for us, for the students.
Shouldn't being the top official in one of the best school districts in the state be enough without the money? I know of many people who would gladly accept your job for much less.
It is only a testament to this district's success that such an overwhelming number of students are present tonight to voice their opinion on factors which impact them every day. It would be an injustice for me, a student of Sentinel High School, to watch idly as those who work endlessly for my success are neglected and overlooked.
As a college-bound 4.0 nationally recognized student, I am not a product of the MCPS School Board. I am a product of passionate, engaged teachers who have dedicated their lives to the education and growth of a generation, regardless of the figure on their paycheck.
If you cannot reject this raise and invest this money in MCPS education and not just take a benefit check for your outstanding graduation rates, you have proved to me that you are no longer an educator, but merely a businessman. Thank you.
Apostle and the board listened stoically while over 50 community members put them through nearly 3 hours of public comment. Even after all these people urged district leaders to scrap the raise, no definitive response was given during the board meeting.
What the students were expressing in relation to the issue we're talking about, they had a perfect right to do it. So, you know, I did not object to that at all. Was it at times difficult to take? Yes, it was.
The next day, the students hoped to get a direct answer from Apostle himself when they finally agreed to meet with him and school board president Tony Rabine. Apostle and Rabine arrived 15 minutes late and the meeting started out tense.
My salary, my contract is an adult issue. It is not a student issue, quite frankly. The levy.
In fact, many of the students are or soon to be legal adults and felt that Apostle was being condescending.
It was an adult issue to me at the time because I looked at it in a way that, you know, the school board, I don't set my salary. The school board sets my salary based on the criteria.
They pressed their case, articulating their feelings on seeing their teachers struggle with the lack of funding they have received, as well as the intimidation factor they felt had been put on the employees of the district.
They want to be teaching us so bad that they won't go on strike, and they are terrified to challenge you because they are so in love with our classrooms and how we interact with them. I don't think that you understand that.
Yeah, you're making an assumption that I don't understand.
Well,
do you know my background?
I just said I don't feel like you understand
but you know my
That's
background.
That's not an assumption.
You know, well,
Apostle defended his raise, saying he's done what the board has asked him to do, and there's great demand for superintendents like him.
every superintendent in America, if you go online and look at the number of superintendent jobs that are open right now, it's unbelievable. Those people are moving. Some are getting fired. For a variety of reasons, there's hundreds of superintendent's jobs open. I was called to apply for a job, quite honestly, a few days ago.
He asserts that there is nothing he can do about the terms of his contract now, but the students say there are ways he could put the money back into the district.
Yes.
You could privately donate that $20,000 to our school district if you weren't able to give the raise back. There are ways you could give that money back and invest it in our schools. I mean, I'm
investing in the schools every day.
I know. I'm saying though that you could still reject that. There are ways for you to reject the raise. I mean, there are ways.
I'm not following your logic here.
You're saying that you wouldn't be able to give the raise back
Through a contract.
Through a contract, but you could privately donate that.
But I'm not going to do that under duress.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
That's what we're asking.
That's not going to happen. I'm just being honest.
That's what we're asking.
So the students finally got a direct answer. Union President Melanie Charlson, who attended the meeting as an observer, was impressed with the young adults.
So I was extremely proud of their demeanor and how they were respectful, professional, and yet did demand their voices heard.
Despite the outcome, the students say they aren't giving up.
I wouldn't say we're done. We're thinking of what our next move is going to be. We've kind of hit a brick wall with his decision to accept the raise because that was the original problem we wanted to deal with. But we have many other issues that we would like to be addressed within our school system, and we're not going to stop fighting for that.
Kind of pursued it, and starting in the fall, we're going to have what's called a student advisory committee that's going to be meeting with me at least once a month, and it's a time again. There may not be a tremendous number of issues, but it does give students the opportunity to exchange their ideas and concerns with me, and a chance for me to get to know the students better.